You are watching Dickey Time. It's time for some Dickey.
Justin!
What? No.
We're doing the podcast.
No, I don't want to do the podcast again.
We're doing the podcast.
No one knows what I look like.
Take your pants off. We're doing the podcast. Pantsless podcast today.
Justin Pantsless Peterson on the mic, everybody.
I'm being held.
You do the crime.
Being held against my will here, everyone.
His name's Justin, not Will. Don't let him trick you with his mind games.
Will? Do I look like a Will?
No, you said you were being held against your will. I'm not even calling you Will.
Oh. Yeah. I thought you were just like, yeah, he kind of looks like a Will.
You're like, what the fuck, dude? Shut up. Stop telling people that.
William. I was talking about the other day that for some reason when I was in high school choir, they gave me the middle name Scotty. Well, no, they took my middle name Scott.
Gave me the middle name.
Yeah, there was someone else in class named Dustin. Yeah, and my name is Justin. I feel like that's pretty different.
That's definitely different enough.
To stupid baby ears, I guess a J and a D is pretty similar.
Tiny, they hurt.
Yeah, so they were just like, "Hey, what's your middle name?" And I told them Scott, and they were like, Scotty, like a gangster. You're gonna be a 40s gangster. We'll give you a
Tommy gun, Scotty.
Yeah. Cigar in my mouth. Hey, I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that guy one bit.
All the class goes and kills him, whacks him for you.
Yeah, man. Did you ever take anything weird in high school? Like a weird class? I thought you were talking
about like drugs or something.
Oh, yeah.
You taking a weird shit in high school?
Well, if you want
to take a weird class, I took a intro to engineering, and it was the single like jungle gym scenario I've ever experienced in my entire. Like,
jungle gym is a good way to describe anything.
I kind of like block it out, so I forget it happened. Even just that class was literally asinine, bro. It's hard to even describe how crazy it was. We had the weirdest teacher. I think he might have. I don't know if he was mentally failing or something, but he should not have been a teacher. He was not. He never spoke to us. Like he would just walk in and just like expect us to know engineering stuff. Like he was talking about like calibrating stuff and calipers, and we were doing like 3D models. I failed math, like geometry.
You were doing 3D models in high school?
Yeah, it was. Jesus. It was like not the right class for any of us. That were like nobody in that class passed. We all ended up getting C's from the principal, because nobody passed. And so they were like, maybe it was the teacher. Maybe we fucked up and we just like hired a crazy person. And our class caught wind of it so quick and just did not take it seriously. And anytime this dude tried to do anything, there was this really big football player in our class, and he would literally just harass our teacher until he stopped. And then we just did whatever we wanted. And every time he tried to like get up, he'd be like, ah! Like, it's just like scare the teacher away.
Jesus.
Like I would skateboard in the class. Like I had my skateboard and I just
practice in class.
Yeah, I would just practice in the back of the classroom. People were playing video games on the computers all the time. There was literally 2 kids that tried to work the whole at all. They were like really, really trying to do it. Like honestly, commemoration to them. Dude, the kid Michael. His name is Michael. I'm not gonna say his last name for obvious reasons, but this was the football player dude that made that class insane. He. We had a PowerPoint presentation due that was on. Like, we had to pick a product that existed and do a past of it, a current of it, and then like its projected future of what it's going to be, of like a tool or like an item. And everyone else did a normal thing. Michael gets up there and he does a project on the white rhinoceros. And you know what the white rhinoceros was, Justin?
No.
It was a fucking like a 10-page PowerPoint on this kid in our class because he had dandruff. This dude made a whole 10-point PowerPoint making fun of this kid's dandruff. That's how little this class meant to anyone.
What the fuck?
Is that he got up in front of the whole class and the teacher just was so oblivious, he just let him do the whole project. just didn't even notice that someone was being bullied. He was just like, yep.
Yeah, your school gives me hardcore vibes of my high school, specifically summer school.
Dude, kids just spit and chew dip on the floor all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Our urinals and drinking fountains were
pooping them.
I was gonna say like
seeds.
chewing tobacco,
sunflower seeds, and poop.
Yeah, what kind of fucking like that is not cool. I'm sorry, kids.
Yeah,
but
don't
if
shit in
you're-
urinals, you fucking pieces of shit.
No, just chewing in high school. Just
Oh, that
just
either.
fucking smoke cigarettes or something.
Two different wavelengths right now.
God.
I'm like, don't poop in urinals. You're like, yeah, stop chewing, kids.
Oh my God.
Like an actually useful thing. Don't do tobacco. And I'm like, quit shitting in the fucking urinals.
Jesus,
That's what
yeah.
they're for. One time in high school, my buddy and I we used to skip the lunches because I was a troubled youth. I didn't like this particular math class, so I would skip. I would go to all 3 lunches by just waiting in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And one time, me and my buddy were skipping class, and we were in the bathroom, and all this, like, within maybe 5 seconds, there was 5 kids in there, and they were all like, hey, we're smoking weed. And they like were in front of the door, and we like couldn't get out. We were like awkwardly like in the corner of the bathroom near the sink, like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
You
Yeah.
guys gonna hurry up and smoke weed so we can leave? This is fucking stressing me out, dude.
Yeah. We in Aberdeen, like, we definitely had the weed and shit, but for the majority, the cool things and stuff, we had that. But like specifically, I remember since I was hanging around a bunch of dirty emo kids and straight edge kids, just being in the bathroom, seeing people get
What a
pierced.
dichotomy.
I for real though, that is somewhere in between there. That's where I like, I would have lunch with the straight edge kids, and they talk shit about the dirty kids, but the dirty kids were nice to me, so I was like, they're not so
Dude,
bad.
I get that, man. Being like having a toe in every single friend pool.
Yeah. You want to know something embarrassing that I did at my school?
Were you the chimichanga kid?
I
I don't know what that means. I love that you did like. No, I wasn't.
No, please, God.
Like that means
I had
anything.
No, it's much better than that. I just had an eating disorder.
It was a burrito. It was ED.
Yeah, no, I used to not eat lunch, and I'd take whatever lunch money my mom would give me, and I would just hang on to it so I could buy like Arizona teas or something like all month instead of eat. So
Instead of eat.
yeah, it was cooler. I needed to look fresh. Vault was not on sale at this point.
Dude, I love that social movement of Arizona iced teas.
Oh yeah,
That was such a movement. It was like an aesthetic, bro.
Yeah, Jason earlier was just like, what kind of peace tea should I get? And I was just like, more of a Arizona tea kind of guy myself.
Dude, honestly, I mean, I grew up on Arizonas, but peace teas, man, they fuck, bro. Let me tell you.
I have a vendetta against it because I'm a ride or die Arizona kind of guy.
Oh, you're one of those Xbox versus PlayStation guys, huh?
Yeah,
You just can't have both.
For some reason, it's just one of those things. Like if someone gives me a peace tea, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm poor. But yeah. Back to this school thing that I did, the embarrassing thing. I was one of the first kids to bring a actual guitar amp in, plug it into the wall, and I would have my first guitar that I was really proud of was a Hammer Explorer.
Unprompted, you did this?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm just the guitar guy. Like, I come here and I play Tears Don't Fall.
Did you have a necklace? Seems like a kid with a necklace move.
I never had the Monster Can lid necklaces, but
Just any necklace.
yeah, I was more of a chain wallet guy. I had this sick Disturb.
Shit.
Yeah,
Dude, respect.
I was rocking like 3 studded belts at my holiest.
You ever had Janko jeans?
No, I never had Jinko, but I did because skinny jeans were not, publicly accessible to men.
Skinny jeans were public enemy #1 in high school.
For real, yeah. Like you'd get pushed into the locker. Why are you wearing those girl jeans? And they literally were girl jeans. But so to compensate, because my parents were super Christian and they were just assumed that tight pants had some sort of like
Correlation to being gay.
and worshiping the devil.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing, right?
Either way, you're spiting God.
Yeah.
Is the idea.
Yeah. I would wear Hollister flare girl jeans because they still were stretchy.
Well, to be fair, they didn't have like dude skinny jeans back when we were in high school.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, new wave emo kids don't know the struggle. I didn't even wear skinny jeans until I was in my 20s for the first time because
you were the shorts guy.
I was the shorts guy.
I love shorts, Abby.
I'm that fucking idiot that wears shorts in the winter.
Yeah,
that type of dude. Not anymore. I'm not. I've learned. My legs just must have not had feeling for years or something because I get cold as shit now. But that used to just be like a character trait for me.
I get cold now all the time, but I think it's because I'm just not fat anymore.
That's definitely fair. You said like a question?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think about that. I'm like, why am I cold all the time? Why am I like I'm wearing these moccasins right now, and I'm kind of like, damn, my toes are like they're fucking cold right now.
Well, that could be the lack of socks.
Oh yeah,
because it is chilly out here.
Very true. Imagine a world without socks, Austin.
I don't want to live in that world.
Not at all.
Well, I mean, actually, it's probably not too awful. It's awful because of the things we've created.
Yeah,
like in Africa, that's probably the least bad thing about being in Africa is having to be shoeless,
Shoeless in Africa.
I don't know, running on terrain and like building up that tolerance with your feet.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Mm-hmm. But because of that we live in a modern society where like gross shit is on the ground all the time, then you can contract diseases from those gross things. That part stresses me out that if shoes didn't or socks didn't exist. I guess we'd have shoes, but then man, that feet stank. That'd be rough.
Yeah, but that's also a thing. Like you'd probably almost always be sweating over in Africa. It's like always insanely hot.
Yeah, but the ground's
so your sweat's probably like not as stinky. Not just a stinky boy. Because anytime I have been on tour,
I wasn't talking about being in Africa. I was just talking about like the foot part specifically.
Oh,
about having like no socks.
Sweaty feet. Yeah,
like you probably just dry out and get a tolerance to it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tour boy. Tell your story.
Yeah, no, that was an interesting thing about being on tour. We'd be sweating all the time because, we're driving, obviously, like a piece of shit van.
Right. The young Astro?
Yeah, the AC is very piss poor. If anything, we're a windows down kind of band.
Windows down. Love it.
Yeah, and I just remember
True
sweating
DIY.
The whole fucking tour. And, when you're...
I never stop sweating.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah. Well, no, that's the fucking lie. That's crazy. But
hyperbolic, it's fine.
Yeah, you get what I'm talking about. But I remember specifically not stinking as much, because I was
sweat?
Yeah, I was always, I needed copious amounts of extra water, and so not only is my pee insanely clear, but I'm not stinking as much. I don't really need that deodorant right now. Maybe I'll just keep that in the glove box for later.
I'm a stinkless man right now.
I had a stick of deodorant one time melt in my like one of my first cars ever, and it melted all over the dashboard. Impossible to clean it up because once that shit dried, it was just clay in like the crevices.
You'd try to wait for it to get hot again and get it while it's liquid.
Yeah, it was hell.
It was literal hell. My car never perspirated ever again.
Man. So, how we feeling about this?
Howie Mandel.
How we feeling? Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel about feeling.
How we feeling about Mr. Machine Gun Kelly with this this fucking weird ass like he was talking mad shit with fucking Eminem and getting all of his fucking money from that YouTube call out video or whatever. Mm-hmm. And now homie's on the fucking CEO at Warner Brothers or whatever fucking major label he's at.
Yeah, it's super weird going from World Star to alt press. Like,
oh yeah.
It's very
well, that's a good analogy.
It's so weird, dude. I couldn't possibly imagine having rap beef with like one of the most prolific rappers and then entering my emo phase. What a fucking move.
Yeah.
To be like, yo, what's up, bro? Hard as fuck. Got a lot to say. And then being like, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm actually sad. I don't know,
also,
it seems so weird to go.
I'm with Steve-O.
Like, usually people do sad, and then they're like the tough, and they're like, all right, I'm over my sad phase. It's just so funny that he's just so late to the train on it.
Yeah, it's definitely got some like dude that's never been on YouTube for a couple years. Like,
I just want to know what influence, like what was he watching recently where he thought, you know what, this is finally my time to be the little emo boy.
I'm gonna say
Like bumping some metro station.
I'm gonna say it was most likely someone in his management that was just
He's been
like
hanging out with Travis Barker a lot. Do you think maybe this is just his way of trying to be like Travis Barker?
I was literally just gonna say
get it.
Nothing Nowhere is a great example.
That's true too.
Yeah.
This is his. Well, oh, dude, that totally makes sense. Maybe that's why he's so emo looking. Is that he's trying to sell it as more of like a product. Like this is, I'm fitting the aesthetic. Like this is me selling the product versus him actually just wanting to be like, this is how I feel and these are my my threads.
I don't really see MGK as the kind of guy that, at least from what I've gathered from him, that the kind of guy that's in it for the art form. He's definitely in it for the I want to be a successful person and money is how a successful person lives.
A comedy skit of a Hot Topic employee.
Yeah, I could sum it down to, this Nothing Nowhere guy, he's kind of skinny and emo looking. Oh, I'm kind of skinny. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, no, he's getting a lot of look at it, he's doing pretty good. Yeah, let's get his fan base.
I have been in some movies recently, and like maybe if I fuck around and do some sad music, I can act more sad.
So weird. Yeah. And how do you even being Machine Gun Kelly, being the party, like, I don't give a fuck about anything, I'm fucking bitches. How do you just go from like, I'm the best to just, also, I'm really emotional and, all this pussy is really starting to hurt the curvature on my dick.
The curvature of my coink.
No one's gonna understand me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's having a daughter, I guess. I don't know.
Does he have a daughter?
Yeah. That also seems odd to like get a kid and then, all right, I'm going to be an emo now.
Being a famous person with a dog.
A dog.
Yes, a son or a daughter.
Being a famous dog, what's that like?
That's always been a weird thing for me. It's just like
having a famous parent.
That kid's not going to view you as a famous person, but in their life, when people bring up the fact that, oh, your dad is this or your mom is this, they're just gonna think, oh, that's that annoying thing that they do.
My parent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that always confused me. Why kids always look so embarrassed. I'd be so hyped if my parent. I don't know. I guess that's the thing of the grass is always greener scenario. But it just seems such like a trope for celebrity kids to be just so put off by their parents.
I think that's the setup for a perfect movie. In the star is just this pretty rich kid due to celebrity parents, and they become a crust punk because they just want to
become a crust punk.
They just want to defile their parents' authority.
Rob Schneider is a sandwich. The crust of a sandwich.
I make too much money, so now I sleep in the street, and I got a cat, and he sits on my shoulder, and people talk to me now.
Speaking of the too much money, have you seen the weird fucking Ellen DeGeneres show from her home?
She's doing something.
She hired a crew that isn't her own television crew, which is weird move to just not hire your own people to do this. She hired a crew to set up basically her show at her mansion, and her fucking producer literally just like paces outside the house in the background the whole time. It's so weird.
What?
It's fucking weird, man. I recommend looking it up if you get a minute. Just like a quick clip or something. It does not translate. Like all the late night shows have tried doing like an at-home version, and they are just not it. They do not work from an at-home version. Like all the hosts just look so not into it. And just bored, or like they're trying to incorporate their families, and they clearly look annoyed that they have to do this with their families.
Man. Yeah, I fucking used to love the Ellen show back like 5 years ago when I was just making coffee.
Yeah, it fucking sucks now.
It's so fucking weird, man. Like Ellen literally she's the type of person that goes anywhere and is just like, you know who I am?
I love you guys couldn't see it, but he did the perfect like tuck your chin into your head and look at you with your eyes up. Ellen lean in look. He sold it pretty well.
I got you, you little bitch.
You don't know? You don't know who I am?
I'm gonna take your kids from you.
It's me, Ellen. I'm gonna steal your fucking family. You don't know who I am?
Oh my
Well, that'll
god.
change.
Yeah, no, Ellen, she's the type of person with money that really scares me. It's just like, man, what do you think Ellen's doing like in her free time?
Yeah, I don't. She's probably got like a big log that's got a ton of axe marks in it.
Oh my god, yeah. She has this like pillow that she stabs.
It's like tied up.
sack.
It's a tied up pillow.
God, yeah.
It's a potato sack. It's just like full of feathers.
Man.
Ellen stabs in her basement.
Man. Same haircut for like 10 years though. Give
You know,
that
at a
to
certain
her.
point, it's just you kind of have to.
Yeah. Yeah. When do you think Howie Mandel decided to become bald?
Probably in his 20s. He begs me as I went bald right out of high school type of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Especially that personality. It's like, I'm just gonna embrace it and become the wacky bald guy. Like that just seems like he's been that character for a grip.
Whenever I get down, I like to channel my inner Howie Mandel TikTok.
God, how I'm on TikTok sucks. I don't know if he gets it or if that matters. Like even if he gets it, I still don't think it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if this is satirical and ironic, I don't care. I still don't think this is good.
Yeah, celebrities on TikTok.
Bob Saget on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I think that's the worst one.
Bob
right?
Saget is like, I don't know, a kid from Alabama with a TikTok. Like Bob Saget's TikTok has that kid that lip syncs to Disturbed energy.
Yeah, that's a really good comparison.
That's Bob Saget. That's so funny. Just hard.
Just deep in thought now, yeah.
I made eye contact with that fucking spider.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just letting y'all know. There's been this just might be a weird thing that I'm into, but I feel like both me and Avi are pretty adamant on leaving Henry alone. Henry is a hobo spider, a big hobo spider. I'm talking when he's crawling around, he's about the size of my palm, maybe. Well, not my palm, but a little smaller than that. But
Yeah, he's definitely bigger than like a $50.
This is a spider out of your nightmares, right? And
If you guys have played Gears of War, it looks like a baby corpse or.
yeah, I was terrified for the first couple days of him, but I soon realized he was not interested in me. And I gotta say, this room is pretty fly free. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he's just up there all the time, making sure that the place is being watched and secured. Yeah, some people like to get pit bulls. Mm-hmm. I prefer
Guard spiders.
guard spiders.
Yeah.
Spiders with sniper rifle lasers. Just yeah.
Yo, I respect that.
Homie's got a little gat.
He always has the straps on him.
Yeah.
He got that motherfucking stick.
Yeah.
Got a motherfucking thing on him.
Yeah. I just I thought it's appropriate to bring him up just because well, actually, you brought him up. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to steal your credit, Avi.
I don't give a fuck.
But yeah,
Plagiarize me.
he's been in here for about 3 weeks now, something like that, and he's just still kicking. He's the king of the spiders here. Every now and then a small spider gets in, but he's like, "Hey, you stay the fuck over there. I got webs all over this place."
Yeah, I feel that he can read my mind.
Yeah, it's weird. He stays still for 3 days and then he just moves.
Yeah, I've never seen him move, but he's always in a different place.
It's terrifying, man. He was literally on the
He's
ceiling.
like the Boo from Mario.
Yeah.
Like he can only move if you're not looking at him.
Oh, that's terrifying. I don't like that.
Well, I said it.
Oh, well.
That's now a thought that exists.
It's literally only when I'm asleep. Like I'll be waking up and I'll see him up there and I'll see that he's
tell
kind of
if he's
moving
coming.
around. Like he's aware of when I'm moving and when I'm out.
He stops.
Yeah.
He freezes.
Terrifying. Yeah. And in that vein, I'm just like, what are you harvesting from me? What is it, Henry?
He wants your organs.
He's got a little incision in my back that I'm just not aware of.
If he keeps nibbling on you slowly over time, you won't even notice what he's taking.
I'm the food. There are no flies.
There were never
I'm the
any
fly.
flies. You're the lord of the flies.
I'm Jeff Goldblum in this scenario.
Play some funny jazz, Goldblum.
Yeah, no, sometimes I'll just leave music on for him.
For the spider?
I'm just like, what you want to listen to, homie? I'm going to be gone for like a couple hours or something. Going to the store, going on a bike ride.
Put on 8-Legged Freaks again.
I really like that one because the people die.
Yeah. Not you, though. You're good. You're funny.
Yeah, you're cool.
I wouldn't do that to you, bud.
I only eat normies.
Death to normies. As your president, Spider.
You know, as I just said that, you ever just kind of worry that you say like, you like make fun of normies, but like low key other people are like, yeah, oh yeah, Justin?
He's a normie.
Yeah, that fucking normie. Yeah, homie just said he wasn't one, and we all just laughed about it behind his back.
Yeah, but I also know that a lot of people like to abuse words that they don't. Like, people carry no conviction in the things they say anymore.
Yeah.
So people just say shit that's topical.
I'm a great example of that.
Like the word, I remember normie. I remember I had to initially defend myself on normie because you tried to call me out when I first used it.
Wait, what?
It was the word normie.
Oh, yeah.
A while ago.
Fair enough.
It was a couple years ago. But I had a good reason for using it.
A lot of hypocrisy up in this bitch right now.
But I totally get the reasoning why you'd be like, that word sucks, because words of that ilk usually do. But that one specifically is a good one because it's like saying basic bitch without.
Yeah.
But I feel like basic bitch sounds rude.
Mm-hmm.
Normie kind of fits that a little better. It's like, or like, and calling somebody a casual, just like,
yeah.
Might as well call him a pedestrian, you fucking narc.
I've been getting blacklisted because of my use of the word normie. Well, not normie. Fuck, but that's just what we were talking about. Simpleton. That's why I've been saying simpleton a lot more to be like, oh no, it's not. I'm not just like, I'm not a simp guy, but
I'm not a simp guy.
Please.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, at this point, they have completely different connotations.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like a simpleton would imply just to be a dumb person, and a simp is somebody who, is cucking themselves for a streamer.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I've been getting roasted for that. It's sometimes like I'll see people's eyes rise up like, you use that word like.
Yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? You probably have. It's like with TikTok right now. It's like, oh, you have TikTok? Like, what the fuck? And then like 2 weeks later, they're downloading TikTok. They're just like, I learned this new dance. It's really fun. It's kind of funny. There's a community here. Did you know that?
Well, I use TikTok for a thing I like, so it's okay.
Yeah. On the real though, I'm never really on TikTok. I just kind of get sent videos or something, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I have TikTok. I'll like this shit. Whatever.
For real. Yeah, I get that. I watch a lot of YouTube comps. A lot of them just have TikTok things. Or I watch shit like Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez, and they talk about TikTok a lot. Like, I don't even have to have a TikTok to know.
It's so hard to just constantly be caught up on TikTok because
the trends change like daily on that fucking site.
I would say hourly, 100%.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, they have their handful of like millions of like videos, but for the majority, it's like they're giving this platform to literally anyone right now. Really cool, but it's also just like
with no restriction of that comes a flood of oversaturation.
In my time on TikTok, I've seen the people. Yeah, I'm a veteran here, everyone, and on my time on that app, I've noticed that there are multiple people that have like a video that has like 100,000 likes or something, and then the next it's just like 50 likes or something, or 50 views or something.
Right, like one mini viral.
Yeah, and I've seen multiple times just thanks for all the follows, everyone. I promise to be a good content creator now, or something like that. And then just nothing after that.
It's a sad thing.
Yeah.
Where everyone gets like a mini taste of it, and then they're like, I got to become a content creator now.
Yeah.
Instead of just like, no, maybe you just had a funny joke.
Yeah, it's kind of like I think about that iDubbbz documentary he did on Fatty. Airsoft Fatty, yeah.
Legend.
Like, yeah, because of iDubbbz, now he has this cool following, and he's probably making pretty good money. Hopefully, anyways. But beforehand, it was just kind of like he was just posting it, and not really aware of the potential of making real money off of this. Just had that cult following.
Just bored and just was having fun doing it.
Yeah, like people were just following him for the autistic content, Yeah. Man, it's so interesting now looking at what people are listening to on Spotify. The people that I grew up going to shows with, it's now 100% either just old metalcore throwbacks, or it's just it's like some type of rap or something, like mainstream rap. I think it's interesting that there's that now. Oh, Kingdom of Giants. I forgot about that band.
Yeah, Hode was listening to them the other day.
Hode was listening to Kingdom of Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I really thought Kingdom of Giants were really going to take off for a minute. I felt like they were.
I feel like they were like a year behind on every trend was the issue.
Yeah.
Is it like every time they hit like the peak of their sound, it was out the door. It was like just getting out of the trend, and they were like, check out our version of that, and everyone was like, yeah, but I'm not really into that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck. Okay, well, we put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, Kingdom of Giants was that perfect blend of complex guitar riffs with just high energy, like August Burns Red, pumpy shit. Oh man, that's something I got to talk to you about right now. We got to talk about Jake Lure's his YouTube channel.
Well, I haven't seen it.
You're not aware of it?
No, I'm aware of it. I just haven't watched it. He actually just popped up in my channel for the first time the other day, or my recommended. I mean, he was doing like a versus thing. It was a pretty solid idea actually. It was like Make Them Suffer versus another band, and he was doing like a poll and then his own opinions and like playing the music side by side and stuff. But that's the only thing I know about his content. I don't really know what he does. Does he just do reactions?
It's just reactions from what I've gathered.
Interesting. That's interesting coming from somebody that's like in the industry already to do that. I don't think I've ever like seen that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, say you didn't already have this thing on YouTube going,
Mm-hmm.
If you were just known as like vocalist of our band,
right,
and you just randomly started to make reaction videos,
right, yeah,
and you're taking the following from the music,
mm-hmm.
and now you're putting it on YouTube and you're making money for yourself versus just through the band. But I don't know, I watched one reaction that he did, and homie was so like over dramatic, and I get that because people need something to get them through the video, mm-hmm. instead of just watching the video that he's reacting to.
Right.
But
that's kind of a big trend on YouTube right now. I've noticed.
It hasn't been for a while.
Right? Reactions obviously, yes, but more so that like there's this new wave where people really fuck with the honesty or being real about stuff. So people are overly diving into deep topics right now. I see a lot of rap reacts, just like, oh man, like this song, really just puts me in my headspace of when I was this age, and that type of like Afro Kicks is a YouTuber that has been blowing up recently, and he kind of has that style of like really trying to take like a serious approach to it versus the more popular for the past couple of years, which is like, oh, this is funny, over the top, like, woo, I can't believe shit, like hyping it up versus genuinely trying to react to it in a very stern, serious way. So maybe that's more so the approach he's going for, because I think he has that like company, that organization that's like a mental health organization or some shit. So maybe that's the route he's going. I haven't watched any of the content, so I obviously can't advocate for it or whatever, but that's more so what it sounds like to me, of like maybe hyping it up. I don't know. Like, I feel like there's like a different mindset almost. Like when I did like the lyrical breakdown of Habitual Gloom, like that's definitely a much different vibe from when I would just be memeing about something, mm-hmm. versus just talking about a serious thing, because it meant a lot to me.
I think that's an interesting thing about like August Burns Red. About Jake's August Burns Red, they're the funny, like preppy kind of looking guys, right? They're not like the badass tattooed like hard guys. They're just, we're from the suburbs, like a middle class family.
We wear beanies.
Yeah, beanies. We skateboard, but not too hard. We leave our shirts on. When our clothes get dirty and we start stinking, we go home, we take a shower, and then mom's got like chicken on the table, but it's
Pizza
not
roll.
It's not from Safeway. It's from the it's locally sourced, organic. I don't know. I think in particular for someone like him, it's just interesting because he'll be tackling serious serious conversations, but it just seems like he can't really be that serious guy. Even though I get it, the heart support thing or whatever his company is like a pretty, you know, it's a good thing. Like I fucking support it. I like it. But yeah, it's just it's almost like he can't really
Like
be the
since
face or something.
like
you know?
since he's established himself as the goofball,
Yeah.
kind of going toward that more serious
which
side.
I get is a pretty toxic way of thinking about it because, you know, I understand he's a person and he's got serious, you know, feelings too himself, unless he's just a robot in disguise.
He is Robot Man.
Yeah, that's why his vocals are just the same tone every time. Yeah. But on the real, I'll end the note on this. Like, the Messengers record, banger, dude. But like, what the
Banger,
fuck? What the
dude.
fuck happened to August Burns Red? Like, Jesus Christ, that band is so boring now.
Yeah, they found a thing that people liked about him. That guitar boy hype. The guitar boy hype, you know, I really want to buy your tab book.
My mom's gonna buy me a custom Kiesel for Christmas. I'm 15 years old.
I'm a wabbit.
I'm gonna throw it away.
I don't like it anymore.
I'm bored of you now.
I'm gonna check out Jake's channel. I'll have to give my better opinion to you on it.
Yeah.
To see if it feels genuine or not. Because like, you know, because as somebody that is known as the goofball, it does suck when people don't allow me to separate myself from that.
That fair enough. I totally agree with that. I don't know, but with someone like you, I can tell when the
Well, you also
switch has
know
been
me,
flipped.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, that's also a thing too. Yeah, I understand that there's going to be people out there that are just like, do the scream, Austin.
Right.
Do the be funny.
Yeah, I get that a ton where people just think it's always on. They're just like, yeah, you're a performer. You're always crazy and yelling. Do the roar. Do the roar.
Do the roar. Yeah.
That meme.
Oh my God.
That's my does it gent is do the roar. That's what that is for vocalists.
Yeah, and in this case, it just really, for me, pays to be nobody, I guess. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been the juicy, sweaty, meaty Dickey Time. And my boy Flub and Jebby over here.
Yibby.
Forlorn's out now, everybody. It is the biggest music video endeavor we've ever had in our entire lives, and it probably will be for a little bit. The visual effects work is absolutely out of this world on it, and it's streaming everywhere right now. So do us a favor, go check that shit out. And if you have already, let us know what you thought of it.
Yeah, and big shout out to literally everyone that has helped make this. It's such a massive project. Literally, we have been working on getting this song in particular to sound the way it has for over 2 years now. Like I think about back on the pre-pros of making it.
Right.
And yeah, like it's a completely different song. Just between Jason, Nick.
Well, we had the writing of it. We wrote it. We had your recording. We toured off that one, and then we recorded it and rewrote it with Jason. So and then retracked it, and then we had Johnny Frank mix and master it, and then since the video was taking so long, we had the opportunity to have a better quality master and mix done, and then so we had that remastered and mixed to get this final end product. So it's been through so many people's hands to finally get to where it is.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when we decided to get it remixed and everything, I was just blown away that like Jason still had the files.
I couldn't believe that, honestly.
Yeah, and thank God, thank God we suffered as long as we did because
right, we wouldn't have got the best quality.
Yeah, it would have been lesser. The song would have been lesser because of it.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, and even like with the music video, like Hoda, I have seen him for the past 3-4 months now. Just like every day, we're just like, hey, when's it?
Right, he's just like, I put another 12 hours in a day.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm working on one shot right now. It's just this one shot.
I've done 3 frames today. They're all rotoscoped by hand.
It's just that type of tedious task that someone like me, as lazy as I'm just never going to want to experience or ever
Oh,
wish
yeah,
to know
fuck that.
what that's got to be like
For
to do
real.
that by yourself.
Yeah, to just
Yeah.
painting pixels for hours.
Yeah, and hands down, like you got to give it to someone who works as hard as Hodai on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like homie had a vision, and he fucking rolled.
got
with
it out.
Yeah,
Did rolled with the punches and got it out there.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah. I really hope anyone that really does dive into this song, reads the lyrics, just really watches the video for any small things.
Yeah, there's some dope little homages in there.
Yeah, I just really hope. I really hope to hit someone in the feelings, you know, because like I know how I felt the whole time we were just working on this,
Right.
And there always was a bit of disdain, or you know, just like I felt like
Doubt.
doubt. I feel like doubt is a great way to put it. It's just like I really don't feel like I'm supposed to be here right now. Like there's a reason this is so hard to like just get figured out, and it's because you know I am not good enough, or
All the self
other people,
that
just
forlorn
better
brings.
people deserve, you know, what I don't. Yeah,
What you're trying to achieve.
really negative way to think about it, but
Right.
it makes sense when you're going through it for 2 years.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and that's what the song definitely encapsulates a lot. That cycle of you know, that feeling over and over and over again happening, losing your patience kind of, and it just being replaced with anger and pain and disdain, you know, and losing the ability to see the passion going forward and being distracted by the loathing that you feel internally instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this song kind of perfectly envelops the year that we went through waiting for the video, and then the year before that we went through working with the song changes and everything. Like I'm pretty excited to put this out and have people see if people resonate with it, because it's definitely a big thing that I really like about our band is how encouraging you guys are too about the lyrical stuff, just because like lyrics mean so much to me, so it's awesome to hear you guys, you know, like even stick up or like stand by some of the lyrics and stuff. It's always awesome. So I hope the viewers can pull something away from that too. Let us know.
Yeah. I'm really like I am a huge advocate for Austin's lyrics, and if anyone is like studying him the way I am when I'm just creating songs with him, like that's what I want to know. I want to know how other people feel about it, especially you know, whether it be younger kids or even someone our own age, you know.
Right. I love to hear people's different takeaways from it, or see if it like helps rationalize things to them.
Yeah, for real.
We've been talking about the Big Moist for a little while now. We put these bad boys out every Sunday. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Justin, I would like to end this on one band recommendation from each of us.
One band recommendation.
What band would you recommend right now? Personally, I would recommend Cane Hill. This band has, in their past 3 records, had 3 very uniquely different sounds. Too Far Gone is one of my favorite records. It is my favorite record by them, but it is one of my favorite metalcore records that is around. And then they put out a real wild follow-up to that was very somber and very musically to like Loathe kind of before Loathe even did it. So yeah, I highly recommend Cane Hill if you guys are looking for a new band to check out.
All right. If we're talking metal, I saw the other day Currents was posting about an actual release date for their new record.
Oh, nice. What day is it?
I think it's June 5th or 1st. For some reason, it's one of the. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw an ad on Instagram for it, and I instantly was just like, "Fuck, Hard On is commencing."
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, I've loved just their singles that they put out since, and that's just one of those bands that I keep falling back on every now and then. At least
like, man, this is impressive.
Yeah, just their production is so.
Their production's great. Their vocalist is creative, and their fucking guitarist is a god. Dude's so talented.
Yeah, but if I'm talking like something that I'm just listening to pretty heavy right now, it's not really heavy, but I've really been fucking with Phoebe Bridgers recently. She's this just great like a softer acoustic or just like indie rock musician, and just someone that is so like if we're talking lyrics, like I just respect the fuck out of like anyone that does soft music that is so emotionally just fucked up. They talk about just drug addiction, existential dread, and it's just the prettiest voice ever or something.
Right. That contrast.
Yeah,
No, like soothing, really dark.
I watched a live performance of her set, and something I noticed listening to her as much as I have is she's constantly updating her lyrics because the songs that she writes, they are just her life, what she's literally going through right now. And there was this one specific line, I think, on the song Scott Street, where she's having a conversation with an old partner where it didn't work out, but they were still civil. And in the original song, it's like she asks how he's doing, and the line that there's this one line like he says like all of his friends are getting married or something like that. And in the live performance, like a year later, she updated the words to "they're all having babies." Like,
oh shit, yeah.
Dude, shit like that just sends chills down my spine. So
That's pretty cool.
Phoebe Bridgers is where I'm at right now, with at least soft stuff. Yeah,
cool. Oh yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Take it squeezy, keep it greasy. Come back for the meat.
It's been real, y'all. Come back for some tofu.
Come back, you guys.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Be sure to check back in next Sunday for more bullshit. You can find this podcast not only on YouTube, but Spotify and iTunes Music as well. I sound like a sexy fembot, but in reality, I'm just Justin's voice pitch shifted up too. Yeah, make sure you leave a comment or something. Yeah, peace.